Okay, I lied. We're gonna do one more because I want to get like 10 in this outfit and then I'm gonna change. Hi, it's Mara and we're talking about ways to start making money and be able to retire, not retire, but at least quit your 9 to 5 at the end of the year. Okay, so we have the next one, which would be Rover and Wag. This is dog walking, dog boarding, and dog sitting. Okay, and I am telling you, people actually, I compared some of the pricing on this and I'm like, this is actually better than an Airbnb, right? Because I've been running Airbnbs for the past 4 years. And I've been in higher end ones and I've been in lower end ones where, you know, it was like basically a hostel, you know, hostel prices like $25 a night for like a bunk bed, anywhere to, you know, $300 a night. But in that $24 range, you can't even board a dog for that much. It's like minimum $50. And I was like, well, I'd rather have a dog than a person. But think about all the cleaning and all. I mean, granted, you have to walk them and pay attention and all that other stuff, but that's not like having to greet them and in your home and in the bathroom and having to clean all the things, right? So I honestly, I used to recommend Airbnb to everybody, and I still do. It's a way to, and we're going to go into depth with that, okay? It's a way you can pay your mortgage with 1 bedroom in your house. But if you are a single female, there are definitely ways that you want to maneuver that, because I actually stopped doing it because I got really uncomfortable having strangers in the house by myself. But it's also Texas, so like the gun laws are like, it's open carry, and that's what really kind of put that over the, like, over the top. That someone could just, you know, a stranger in the house, like, have a gun. So I definitely was like, you know what, I think I'm going to go back to managing, and actually now I'm doing consulting. So I don't know if I'll have that link in there by the time this video comes up. I should, but if not, you can always just go to marabanks@gmail.com for the moment and hit me up if you're interested in consulting, because that's what I do. I'm a fixer, baby. That's how I roll. I can get you up and running. I can fix your reviews. I can like dress it down and tell you everything that's wrong with it. I can, you know, do all of the graphic art. I can make custom signage for you. I can do the welcome book, you know, all of the things. I've been doing that a lot over the years. So, and it's something that I thoroughly enjoy and that, you know, I'm really I'm good at. So, so the dog, the Wag, the dog, we got off there a little bit there, but I'm just saying, like, if you're not interested in having strangers in your home, but you're okay with animals, right? Because not all of them are dogs. Some of them are cats. Boarding is a really great way if you have an extra bedroom and, you know, like proper protocol of like having 2 dogs in 1 room and all that other stuff. You don't want to be paying vet bills and stuff. You can make a pretty penny, right? And if you just want to, let's say you don't have a vehicle, right? But you want to make some money, get onto Wag, get onto, now here's the thing is with Rover, I believe there's a background check or it's something, and I think it's like around $35, right? So that is a hump, but that's something you could ask like a friend, like, hey, for my birthday or something, would you mind, like, you know, paying for this background check for me? If that's something that you can't afford, definitely an option, so that you could get on there and list yourself as a dog walker, undercut everybody in the neighborhood, and just find people in the local area to start walking until you can make more money, get a bike, right? Go further out, longer walks, start doing it privately on the side, although I wouldn't, okay, I'm not gonna say that, because that would be against their policy. You can't poach, you know, clients from, you know, but you can always ask for referrals for their friends and family, right, that aren't on the app, that you can say, do you know anybody that would be interested in these services privately? So, and you can do that with driving or anything like that. So be very careful, okay, because there's a lot of legal stuff that you can get into if you just say, hey, I'll do this for you, and let's just undercut the person that I just got this lead from. No bueno, okay? So Wag definitely, and Rover. I don't know what Wag's, I didn't look up their policy, or like, I'm sure they have a dog, because if you're going to people's homes, so here are the options. You can board them at your home. You can do it overnight, or you can just be like a sitter at home, and they just drive, you know, by and pick them up. Some people, you know, the dog needs insulin or whatever, they can, you know, all of the things. And you can get certified, I think, for that. Also, you have vets on, you know, 24-hour stands, depending on which app you're on. And then you have the option of just being a walker. And then there's the option of being a sitter and going into people's homes, you know, for the afternoon or a couple of days, whatever. Also look into trusted house sitters, because that is totally an animal sitting service. You basically pets it, and it could be, you could be working on a farm with alpacas, feeding a boa constrictor, or hanging out with the Great Danes in the backyard. It just really depends, but that is an app where you can, and that's like $120 to join for the membership, but then you can travel all over the world and stay at other people's places in exchange for taking care of their property and their animals, whatever it may be. So, and it's long term. Sometimes you can find a stay for one night in a city. Sometimes you can find them for a month. Sometimes you can find them for a year. So definitely, and you know, and word travels fast within the community, right? You can go, if you want to go to Sicily and you can't afford it, you're like, well, if we can afford to work there, I can be a digital nomad, I can make digital products and I can sell them because I know I started it in the United States. And then you can go there and house sit and stay there for free while you're making money, right? And using your money for living expenses. So definitely an option. And yeah, now I'm actually gonna call it quits. And if you're interested in the wig, the description will be down below. If you're interested in my freebies on 120 digital product ideas, that's down below, as well as a guide on how to start making your own digital products. And if you are interested in having your hand held in making your own digital product, and you know, a side-by-side instruction on how to do that, I definitely have those coaching options in my links in my description. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.